Okay, so today we're going to be going over how to find your best adaptogen. Yesterday we talked in class about adaptogens and how they help the body deal with various types of stress. And so what we want to do is help you figure out what might be the best adaptogen for you to use, because there are so many, okay? So the first thing I also want to offer is that if you have any kind of health concerns or health issues, check with your doctor first before taking anything, because you don't want to take something that might interfere with a medication or something else that you're on, okay? So what we want to do is I'm going to be teaching you what I call the street version of muscle testing or kinesiology. And so you can go to a practitioner and take your supplements there, and then what they can do is a practitioner who does kinesiology or muscle testing can get an even more accurate read for you. But in this street version, it's what you might use if you go to a health food store or in your own home, just to kind of check out and see what might be the best thing. So here's my handy dandy assistant, because you do need two people in order to do muscle testing. So the way that muscle testing works is what you're doing is understand that the body is an electrical system. And so because of that, there's energy constantly moving throughout the body. And here's your central point. And so what happens is that if we put something here that makes your system stronger, then your electrical system will be stronger. If we put something here that makes your electrical system weaker, then your body's going to become weaker. And what we want to be able to do is have a way to measure that. So what happens is we have the arm, which we use as an on-off lever, okay? So what you want the person to do is to resist, and you're going to push down, okay? Now, again, this is a lever, so you want them to resist enough that you really can't push down, but you don't want to be using every muscle and strength in their body to hold it up, because the goal is you want to see if the switch flips on or off. Okay, so what you're going to be doing is finding out whether putting this particular thing over the stomach, over this central area, makes this muscle stronger or weaker. So before I do that, I need a test point. So what I'm going to do is just push on the lever and get an idea. So I'm remembering what her resistance level is. Okay, so then we're just going to go through them and see. Okay, ooh, that actually made you a little bit stronger. Let's check this one. This one makes her weaker. See how the muscle, see that? Okay, that's weaker, so we don't want that one. Let's try this one. That one you stay about the same, so we're going to put that over here. Let's try this one. That one actually helps you be stronger too, so I get two of these. Let's try this one. Makes you weaker. Can you see the difference? Here, let me put this back up there. It's a difference I can feel in my hand, and by the way, you notice I'm not on her wrist. I'm in between the wrist and the elbow. You don't want to push down on the wrist. That's too much pressure, so you want to be in between. And I'm just pushing down. But see how her arm goes down? And see when I take this away what happens? Okay, this isn't her doing that. Okay, this is actually happening from the adaptogen that we're testing. It's affecting her electrical system. So we're wanting to get a clear measure. That one's okay. I think these others were stronger. I'll put it there so you can see. And by the way, I've got lots of different brands and lots of different ones here just to test. Nope, that one's making me weaker. Ooh, look at that. Like that really makes her weaker. You see that? Okay, so this is really bad. You don't want to put that in your system. And that's specifically for her. That doesn't mean these supplements. This is for her. Okay, same thing. These are making her weaker. So these are not the blends. And this is actually a blend of adaptogens. That one's okay. So your arm tired, you can relax for a second there. So what we did is we were able to narrow down all of these adaptogens to a group of 4. Now what I would do is I would redo the same process to narrow it down and figure out which one is actually the best for her. And if I couldn't get a really clear read, then you might just go, which one, you could just pick which one, or which one, maybe price is a big difference. Maybe one's a lot more expensive than the other, and there's not a big difference in how her system shows, so you can narrow it down that way. Okay, so I'm going to do these last 4, and let's see what we get. Okay, you ready? So I got it. There we go. Now I have a baseline. Here we go. Let's see. What I'm looking forward to see, I know all of these are making her strong, but I'm seeing which one makes her the strongest. That one, for me, I can tell a big difference in the push here. I don't know if you can see a difference on the video, but in my hand, I can feel a real difference. This one helps, but not as much as that one. And same thing. Let's try this one more time. There we go. So that's the one I think that impacts you the most. So ashwagandha ends up being the best adaptogen for her. And you can take this process and use it in your home or in the store or wherever you would like to help you find which is your best adaptogen.